Hello folks, it's Mark with LaunchpadB, and I'm coming in today to introduce a new application that basically turns your mobile device into a webcam. It's pretty cool. It's called Camo. Now, I'm actually really interested in this because as a content creator, I want to make sure that when I'm on Zoom or any kind of call that my video is as clear as possible. You don't want to use the native 720p resolution cam that's on your laptop if you're trying to impress a client. You can, but if they notice how crystal clear and awesome your video looks, that'll kind of help you along. Even if it's a little bit, I mean, it does help, right? So I'm going to kind of walk through very high level how the application works. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail just yet. And as we move forward, I'm going to be looking to create content for the application and some of the tools and some of the features. If you're a content creator, which most of the folks that are watching this channel are videographers or are getting into videography, I would say absolutely check this out. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to walk you through real quick how it is to set up. Now, the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to install the application on your app store. Now, I'm an Android user, so I'm going to go to the Play Store and I'm going to look up Camo, and I'm going to go ahead and get it installed. Now, I'm also a PC user, so I'm going to have to navigate to Camo's website and then go through the install phase. But since it's a beta, they're going to send me an email, which is basically an invitation for me to join the beta. And then from there, you'll be able to click on a link and then download the app or the software to your device. Once you've got the software successfully installed on both devices, from there it's just a matter of tethering your device to your computer. Now, right now I'm going to be using my USB cable that comes with my phone. I'm going to plug it into my computer, and then I'm going to go ahead and set up my phone on a tripod or some kind of a mount so that I have the ability to put it at a conversational level. And then from there, you basically just plug the tether into that and the devices will recognize one another. Now, one thing I want to call out to you, if you happen to be an Android user, like this Pixel 5 here, you've got to place your device in the USB debugging mode. You can actually go in there into the settings, and it's a developer setting that you need to enable. Now, the good news is once you get that done, you can actually check a box that just gives it permission all the time. So every time you tether in, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so now that I've got my device tethered to my computer, this is what it looks like. So it's pretty clear. Actually, it's very crystal clear. There's a very dramatic difference on the video quality coming out of my mobile device than I would normally see coming out of my webcam. Up until this point, I always thought that like my video was spectacular, but now that I see side by side, you know, what's coming out of the Logitech versus what's coming out of my mobile device, it's a very stark difference. The difference between the two is insane. The color balance is a lot better. It's a lot more realistic. It actually looks really good considering there's so much color that's happening behind me. It's not thrown off. Versus looking at Logitech, there's a lot of blue behind me and just basically overly saturated. Now, there are some options available when I'm dealing with the Logitech here that I can go in and make changes to the image settings and, you know, adjustments and whatever, but it's just very, very simple of what I can do. And now that I have the ability to tether a mobile device to my computer as a webcam, I'm really excited. I'm like actually looking forward to my next meeting so that I can kind of like show off, hey, look at how cool my camera looks. Or there are some settings that you can use here on an Android device, but if you're working with an Apple device, there's going to be a lot more features available. And again, just hang tight if you're an Android user. They're going to come out with some additional features here very soon, and I'm looking forward to showing off some of the cool things that it'll do. For example, iOS currently, you can blur the background, which is kind of cool. I mean, I don't want anybody to see the mess behind me sometimes, so you can blur that out. Another thing that I know is that if you're using an Apple device, you have the ability to also add an overlay, like a graphic, to your video, which you can't do currently on Android, but it's coming soon, so just hang tight. As these features are being released, I'm planning to make video content so I can kind of walk folks through it and kind of show you how they work. So my goal for this video was just to kind of walk you through a high-level introduction to the application. I do plan on creating more content here in the near future when I get into a lot more detail, I get into a lot of the features and tools, and I may even be investing in an Apple device so I can show you some of the cool features that are currently available there. I do highly encourage you guys to check it out. Again, it's free to tinker with, and it's going to make a world of difference, as is on your meetings. Now, I hope this video has been beneficial, and I thank you for watching.